Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from the Chaotic Good. I lost my dream guy because of a burger. Modern women madness. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time. Shout outs to man. He's put up 3 videos. He's doing well. He's putting out that content, and I'm just going to help push him a little bit.
Welcome to The Chaotic Good. I'm your host Anthony, and welcome to another episode of Modern Madness. This one is titled, I Lost My Dream Guy Because of a Burger. Let's get into it.
So, I met a man in 2020. He was a good man. I love
Right off the rip. Definitely a larger woman. Extra large.
that man. He was totally my type, everything that I was looking for in a partner. So when we met, things were going good. And I'd say we got to about the 3rd date before he ghosted me for like a whole week. He then hits me up and he's like, hey, I am so sorry. I've had a lot going on. I really want you to come over to my house. I want to make this up to you. I want to go out. Just come over.
Yeah.
So, of course I go, because this is the man of my dreams. And I know he not just...
All right, you guys heard that, right? Man of her dreams. Let's go on.
gonna do me wrong.
Fellas, if you're serious about someone, please do not ghost them. Please communicate. I know sometimes there are things that are preventing us from communicating effectively, but at least drop a message here and there to say, hey, I'm going through something at the moment, or I won't be able to text, because we try to hold women accountable every day for not communicating effectively, not communicating clearly, wanting us to work with hints and reading minds and things like that. But it's time we also split justice. What I mean by that is, hold ourselves accountable to the same thing.
No, Anthony's right. We always see it in the red pill, the manosphere. Oh, women need to communicate more. They need to do all these things. But a lot of us men also don't tell women shit either. We don't tell them, hey, I kind of want this to be done. Hey, it'd be wonderful if you did this. We don't tell them. We kind of expect women to do certain things for us that they're supposed to know. But remember, a lot of women don't know. Just like men don't know everything either.
That we're holding them. So communicate, guys, please.
Life is busy, of course. So I get to his home. This man's entire face is wrapped up. I'm talking about like from here to here. There's tape all around. I'm like,
so he went through
what happened to you?
Or got his face beat or
He's
something.
like, oh, I had surgery on my sinuses. And, he's like, I'm not feeling well. I'm like, okay.
Why does she look like some kind of gazelle or something right here? This looks so weird. I know they blended in, but watching these women do these processes just looks so funny.
Then why the hell you call me over? So anyways, I'm like, okay.
I think he called you over because he wanted to spend time with you. He's been away from you for a week and he wants to be close to you. He wants that support from you. Part of your job as a girlfriend or someone who wants to be a girlfriend or a potential wife.
Like, do you need me to do anything? He's like, well, I need you to open the door. My friend is here. His friend comes in, mind you, y'all, there's nothing wrong with the friend. He's like really nice, really respectful. Like he was over there checking on him because he had just had surgery.
Yeah.
So we're all 3 there, chitter chattering very awkwardly because his friend's like, I don't know this girl. And I'm like, I don't know him. But anyways, he's like, hey, Stace, would you mind going in the kitchen and fixing us some burgers? And let me tell you something. Who don't cook is me. I was like,
So you don't know how to cook, but you want the man of your dream.
It's weird to me that women that are this big that don't know how to cook. So did you just eat out the whole time and never cooked or anything? That's weird. I know how to cook. I just don't cook. Why? Because I'm by myself. I'm used to cooking how my mom cooks, which is larger portions.
You don't know how to cook or even make a burger, but you want to find a dream guy. I don't know. Seems kind of fairy princessy to me. Let's
Yep.
continue.
Burgers. And on top of that, I'm in all white. I ain't come over here to do no damn cooking. So I'm like, no, I can't cook no burger. He was like, well, do you mind boiling me an egg? At this point, I'm like, oh, okay, let me boil this egg so I can go. So I'm like, okay, I'll boil you an egg. So I get on
Wow, your dream guy. You just want to boil him an egg and leave? Is he really your dream guy?
Google and see how long to boil a damn egg for. So I go in the kitchen.
You have got to be kidding. You don't know how to boil an egg? Were you raised with a mother? Sorry guys if I say that, but how do you not know how to boil an egg? The least you should know how to do is to boil water or to boil an egg. That's crazy.
This is the most complicated damn stove I've ever operated in my life. And I'm like, I'm having a little trouble. So his friend comes in there and helps me turn on the stove. All while he's sitting over here wrapped up looking at me like. So the eggs have boiled and I give him the eggs. And his friend was like, oh, I'm getting ready to go. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to go with you, homeboy. And he's like, Stacey, would you mind staying? I'm like, okay, because again, I'm not trying to show out in front of this man company. His friend leaves. He's like, what type of woman don't know how to cook a burger? You've embarrassed me. I was like, hey, homeboy, I didn't know I was coming over here to cook a meal because I could have ordered something. Like, I'm real good at ordering.
He has a point. What kind of woman doesn't know how to cook a burger?
Everyone knows how to order, you dumb hoe. Come on.
Or boil an egg. Especially the type of woman who is looking for a relationship. You're good at ordering, you said? So, do you expect to feed this guy on fast food and food that you get from somewhere else or someone else? Come on.
He was like, I am extremely embarrassed. I'm like, okay, this is getting a little intense. I'm about to go. I'm like, I'm leaving. I don't have time for this. I'm gone. And at this point, he stands up and he's like, no, I demand you to stay. I can tell you never dated an alpha male. You don't know how to treat an alpha male. I was like, all right, okay, cool, bye. I'll own it.
Calling yourself an alpha male
Yeah.
is wild, bro.
It
Calling
is
yourself
wild.
an alpha male is wild. I mean, if you want to call yourself that, I mean, to yourself, if you want to reaffirm your status and say, I'm an alpha male, I should behave as such, it's fine if you want to do that to kind of boost your confidence and your self esteem. But using that in a conversation, it
You have
kind
to
of is a
publicly
bit
announce
cringe.
that.
Unpopular opinion, you call me whatever you want. I'm just saying, it doesn't sound good.
Y'all, this man's face is bleeding profusely. There is like blood just running down his face, on his shirt. And I'm like, I'm like, hey, he's like, shut up. I'm like, all right, you gonna campaign for the Lord to come get you? Who am I to deny you the election? So at this point, he faints and he falls back into like a little chair. Like, I think he was being dramatic, but whatever. So he falls back and I'm like, I'm not gonna touch him because again, I'm in white and this was a beautiful white dress and I'm not about to mess up no white dress for somebody who disrespected me. In high intensity situations, I find myself like I have a delayed reaction to everything, so I'm just standing there waiting for him to come to. When this dude comes to, he was like, would you mind running to Chipotle for me? I'm starving. I was like, okay, I'll go to Chipotle for you.
Yeah, because the guy is hungry. He didn't get a burger, and he needed someone to cook for him or prepare something for him. He's obviously not able to do much for himself. So the least he can get is something from a restaurant or something.
At this point, if I was the guy, I would just call my homies. Just go. Just freaking go. I don't even want to deal with you. I don't want you to go grab the food and come back. I don't know what you're going to do to the food. With your attitude already, just to ask you to cook burgers or boil an egg. Come on, man.
Something to eat because he's hungry.
He gives me his debit card and I go to my car and I'm like, you know what? I was disrespected. So I put the debit card on top of his mailbox. I backed out of the driveway. I left and I was back over there 2 weeks later. Yep, sure in the hell was. Found out he was a polygamist, but that's how that story ends.
Yeah, that's wild. Taking his debit card and leaving it on top of the mailbox where anyone can steal it just because you feel offended. If you didn't want to go and if you feel offended, just leave him and his debit card alone and just leave the house. He should be able to call anyone else if he has a sister or a mom or a friend or anything. He can just call his friend back and say, hey bro, can you try to grab me something? Leaving his debit card on the mailbox knowing that the guy is incapacitated is wild. I tell you, these girls are chameleons. She's looking way different from how the
Yeah.
video started. And next thing, bro, why would you trust the lady with your debit card if you just had an argument? Let her go and order something from Postmates or Uber Eats or one of them.
That's what I was
If
thinking.
you have the strength and the vision to hit her up and say, hey, come to my house, you can have the strength to order some food. Do not
Exactly.
give her your debit card. But let's check out some of these comments. One comment says, you went back there for what? Another one says, I
For the
can't
cheek
get past you
clapping.
Googling how to boil an egg. Baffles me as well. The other one says, I'm real good at ordering. Another one says, how red do the flags have to get? This chick here says, alpha male. I can't breathe. Yeah, a lot of
I'll agree
comments
with that one.
pandering to her. But yeah, I'm curious to figure out how you guys feel about this video, man.
Shout outs to Anthony again, putting himself out there, trying to make content. It's not easy, guys. Everybody always wants to make fun of me because I just react to people's videos and it seems easy. If it was easy, then everybody would do it. But people have to get that over that hurdle to at least get that first content out there. That's the hard hurdle. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.